Hey, what's going on everybody? And welcome to my big rant about YouTube this time. You probably all heard, I would assume all or most of you heard, that they're going to change the rules again of who can actually monetize, as in show ads on their videos, and I'm a little pissed off. Bear with me, I'm going to explain a little bit more here, while I'm also trying to fight. Yeah, so it all started for me, the YouTube thingy. I was laid off. I thought, hey, maybe I can make enough money on YouTube to at least buy for the WoW subscription, because I really love this game. And things started out okay. I did a lot of research, really. There's a lot of information out there of what you should be doing, what you can do, from making your own thumbnails that you separate yourself from other people to, in the first 15 seconds, mention what the video is about and make sure that the keywords match up with what you have in the subject line and the description and in the actual keywords. Make sure that you use good keywords, with certain searches and so on and so forth. So a lot of research, and things actually worked out quite well in the beginning. The first couple of views were amazing. I was surprised that there was really anyone out there watching my stuff. And then there were more views, and more views and more views, and yeah, things were looking really well. I got a few comments, some people came back, gave me some comments on what to improve, and we started talking. It was really, really cool. Subscriptions went up too, from 1 to 3 to 4 to 6, 15, 20, 50 and so on. And yeah, views of my videos went up as well, to the height of where I had about 300 subs, as well as I'm going to say on a constant basis, each video gave me about 200 views in the first 24 hours. And I know that's not huge, it's not like people that have a million views or whatnot up after a half hour or so. Oh, that was too late. But it was super cool for a guy like me who just kind of started out and tried to figure things out and uploaded content very regularly every day about a video. So super cool experience. And then the money started coming in. I'm talking about dollars here, not tens, not hundreds, right? So very small amounts, but the coolest thing was that there was a community building at least a little bit around what I was doing, with the interactions and whatnot, and for my efforts I got at least a little bit of money, which was super cool because I used that money with glee to, for example, buy my brother a World of Warcraft one of these bronze whelplings, and I went online, and from my PayPal account I bought my daughter, my 3-year-old daughter, a little toy. Super cool, right? Let me interrupt that. But then something happened, I do not know what. So everything is going up and to the right, as we say in product marketing. So it was great shit. More views, more subs, more comments, more likes, everything was great. And then all of a sudden, everything went downwards, but very, very abruptly, very quickly. And it's gonna be pretty low. And I had no idea why. I didn't change anything, so everything that was working greatly up to this point, more views per video, more subs, more comments, more likes, all of a sudden stopped without me changing just a single thing. Not my keywords, which I switch up a little bit based on character and class I play. Not my subjects, not my introductions to the videos, as YouTube is listening in, and so on and so forth. Nothing changed on my side. However, all of a sudden a huge drop happened in views. Subscribers stopped coming in, and everything went quite drastically downhill from there. So what happened? We do get a lot of stats from YouTube. I probably shouldn't always jump straight in here. I can see where my views come from, country-based, what age group my viewers are in, the gender, and that kind of stuff, right? Really cool. But I also see where my views technically come from, as in YouTube searches, other things like Facebook, and suggestions. Suggestions are the things, if you watch a video right now, this one for example, you see on the right side other videos of, my videos or of other content creators, and those are the suggested videos. All of a sudden, those stopped coming in. I had literally, only a handful of suggested views coming in, whereas previously there was a huge amount of the views that I had. Subscribers, sometimes they subscribe and they don't watch a lot and so on, and that is if you kind of look around other channels, you see that the same thing. A lot of subscribers, not as many views, it just happens. So the vast majority of my views came from suggested content, meaning Blizzard thought my content was good, put it on somebody else's list when they were watching similar content as what I was providing, and people clicked on it. All of a sudden, those stopped. And because I didn't change a thing and everything was going up and to the right to that point, I can only assume, or the only assumption that can be made is that Blizzard stopped suggesting my videos for whatever reason. Probably because they kind of felt like it, right? So that was the first point where I kind of thought, well, did I say Blizzard? Sorry, I meant YouTube. I know I didn't focus here. So YouTube. So I thought, well, you always so loudly tout that you care so much about the small content creators, and yet you don't actually do anything to help us. That, it's good enough, fair enough that you don't tell us what the secret is of how to create content and how to get it watched and so on, but there's a lot of creators out there that can tell you, as I just did in the beginning, at least a few things. But then things are going really well, and you basically on your own terms take it all away from you. So that wasn't great. So as I said, turns out a lot fewer views, damn it, community getting much smaller, fewer comments and so on, no growth, everything going back. Not the greatest, but that was fine. Some of the, not the only, but some of the, great thing about doing this YouTube, as I mentioned, was, I made a couple bucks. I can buy some cool stuff for my kid or for my family, my friends, my brother, without feeling too overly guilty, right? Specifically during the time as it was then, where I didn't work. And so that was at least going on, and as I said, I bought my brother something, I bought my kid something, and then last week YouTube decided, well, we're gonna take that away from you as well. And for no good reason. I mean, the first time they put in a such a higher threshold of you being able to monetize was because we had some bad content. I think it was rights extremist stuff, if I remember correctly, like right extremist videos where I think maybe it was Pepsi or so was advertised, and then they noticed, and of course rightfully so, that caused a big kerfuffle. And fair enough, you got to put some stuff in to figure out what advertisers are putting their names under, really, literally, in some cases, where the ads are placed. But now, the only thing that we can really see as, small YouTube creators is this, I think it was Logan Paul, with his millions of viewers and millions of subs, showed a dead body somewhere in some Japanese suicide forest or so on. Huge backlash, huge outrage, also rightfully so, because, dude, a lot of kids are watching your stuff. Why do you think it's okay to upload that? So now YouTube is saying that this has nothing to do, there was a tweet, this has nothing to do with the Logan Paul, whatever his name is, video, that they're implementing this because they mentioned this beforehand, that they were going to do more drastic things. But really most of the small YouTubers, the people that have, like me, 300 subscribers and so on, they don't do that shit. They play by the rules, they play nicely, they do this properly, and however, all of us people, you've taken, this little bit of fun that you've left us, specifically me, after taking away my community, you also taken my few dollars, literally a few dollars worth of effort away too. And while I like playing video games, this is effort. For World of Warcraft, for example, I sometimes have to play and tape several games before I have good enough content that I feel like people might enjoy watching this. And sometimes a couple hours and then you have to upload it. That isn't so fast necessarily. You have to cut it and review it and put some effects in and so on and so forth, right? It's not nothing. It's not overly a lot of work or so, but it's not nothing. So you've taken the community away from me. You've taken the little of really coolness factor away from me as well. So now I'm wondering, why the hell am I even still doing this? And there are some people out there also that are saying, you just work harder, just work for your 1,000 subscribers and for a view time. Well, there's two things for this. This is supposed to be a hobby, and YouTube is supposed to care about you small YouTube creators. So why do I have to work harder than already putting, a considerable amount of work into creating the videos, making them good enough for people to watch and not offensive and so on and so forth, and then upload them? With the effect of that YouTube takes away all my virality within the YouTube platform and takes away the fun of the community of reaching out and having conversation with people via YouTube as well. So why should I still do it? I honestly don't know. And why the hell aren't you loading faster there? So what I'm gonna do is I have a month of subscription left here on World of Warcraft, and I'm gonna see how it goes. And this is not a threat. Like, I mean, as I said right now, my videos get like 60 views in total, so there's really nobody out there. But if you watch this, let me know what you think first of all. But I'm gonna see how these next few weeks of YouTube subscription go. If anything happens with the account, if I get more subscribers or more views, then I might continue, because that brings a lot of fun with this whole YouTube thing as well. Or if nothing really happens, then I might as well take a break and just play on my own terms, play without needing to focus of what I say, how I react, and so on and so forth. So yeah, maybe also a note out to you handful of people that are watching. If you watch my stuff, if you watch other people's videos, and you generally like what they do, hit them up with a sub, hit them up with a comment. If I get a nice comment, even if it's constructive, just saying, dude, you're not doing well here, you can do better there, or look at this, that is awesome. I mean, that really makes my day. So if you have the time and don't think somebody's truly terrible, and you don't mind maybe watching again or just supporting him, hit him up with a sub, him or her really, or a comment. It goes such a long way, guys. Yeah, and I think this is it. So we'll see where this all goes. Thank you for watching here, guys. Leave me a comment. If you don't mind, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, my battleground is over, and Big Ginger is out.